Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to talk about a very important topic called as Shunya in the horoscope. It's about zero in horoscope. So the zero always have to be find out from the topic called as boss. So when we see about boss is always a planet which takes up the highest longitude, and all the planets have maximum 30 degree to go through. And in your chart, whichever the planet which obtained the highest will be treated as the king or the boss in your horoscope. And that boss will decide many factors, and including providing you a zero, which is a duck in your horoscope. So wherever the duck falls, that area will be completely empty in your chart, and you cannot able to get anything from the zero. That is why some people feeling very bad that I'm having dejection because I have zero, etc., etc. So in different cases, we have to find out how exactly the zero manifests in a horoscope. So which is very important. And we are going to treat some of the case studies today. One case study and followed by three questions which has come today about asking for some of the queries in their horoscope. So let us see what is the big boss and how to identify that zero area in your horoscope. And that zero is provided by the nakshatras, and some of the nakshatras which are having zero, which is associated with your boss, big boss, that area will be a big vacuum in your life. And you will try to attempt to rectify that vacuum, but that vacuum cannot be rectified because it is a permanent vacuum. So we have to identify those areas in our life to have better meaning. Otherwise, we will be having a lot of sufferings because we are not understanding that area which had become zero already in our life. So let us understand some of the tips today, how to identify that zero in our chart. So to follow it, I will take you with some of the examples and how I have identified that area of trouble in the chart for your knowledge and predictions for your future. So I'm going to share a screen in which I'm going to share a chart which has come yesterday for uh, one lady has asked some of the questions from her chart, which I want to display, and we have to learn from that chart. Now, this is a chart which has come to me yesterday, and this chart has born in Tamil Nadu, and the highest point obtained, the boss in this chart is Mercury because it has taken 25 degree and 53 minutes, and you will find out AK written over there. That is called as the highest planet which is obtained, and this highest planet is situated in Libra, and Libra is the the treating point as Lagna. You have to treat that Mercury which is placed as Lagna. And if you notice, this particular seventh house, natural seventh house of horoscope, which is Libra, is all about harmony in relationships. It is the area where the marriage takes place. And Mercury is in the Vishaka nakshatra, which means it is the nakshatra which has provided the marriage hall and facilitate the marriages. And it is placed in the sixth house from the ascendant, which is completely not good as per the indications of marriage, because sixth house is a house of celibacy, and his and her soul has taken up the part of the celibacy in the sixth house, and we are going to identify which is that particular void houses. So for her, we are going to find out what is that. Prior to that, I want to understand what is her Mercury in Libra. So Mercury in Libra will give two of the nakshatras which will be at zero. One is Kritika, another is Magha nakshatra. Now let us understand where is Kritika nakshatra. Kritika nakshatra will be one pada will be in Aries, and rest of the three padas which will be in the Lagna. So if you notice, the the Aries is having the Chandra, which is the self, and in the ascendant, that is the Lagna, Udaya Lagna, the Kritika is associated. So the Kritika here shows that there is some kind of a problems in her life because people do not consider her in relationship at all because Chandra is completely dejected and already you can see the moon is Dharakaraka. So the spouse is also in there, which is not in good dignity because moon is also in the place where it is situated is having Kritika's one pada, which is not good. So that will not provide some kind of a good thing in happiness in marriages. Second thing you can see that the ascendant itself is having the Kritika Nakshatra, which is not good for uh, having a good as a relationship with the husband. Second thing you can see, the Kritika Nakshatra is Sun is associated with 7th Lord Mars, which is again a terrible combination. And Sun is the happiness, the house of happiness, and Sun is carrier also. So it is not allowing either of these people to function because it is associated with 7th Lord in the 6th house with the Kritika Nakshatra ruler, Sun, will provide celibacy. There will be a lot of separation and arguments and fights with the husband. So this is not conducive relationship at all for as far as relationship is concerned. And the second planet which is associated is Magha Nakshatra. And Magha Nakshatra is a Gandhanda Nakshatra. It is in the 4th house in this horoscope. And you can see this 4th house is a house of happiness. So this person should not have any happiness at all because this is the area where there is zero. So absolutely this lady should have a lot of no happiness in her life. And second thing, this uh, Arudha Lagna is having the Ketu, which is the Lord of the uh, Magha Nakshatra. And Arudha Lagna is in a place, third house, and the Ketu is located. And the third house is a very important house for the it is a the third house is a very important house for getting a physical relationship with her husband. So that house is completely blocked, and that house is also been afflicted by two poisonous grahas, Mandi and Guliga. So what happened is completely this particular image of the person is completely as a moksha karaka. So what is happening is she had become single, dejected by everyone, and ultimately her intentions are what to do, and she came as like what to do now. My entire no relatives are supporting. My husband is not supporting. I am just living for my child, etc. She's coming for help. So this is exactly the Karakalagna, this the Lagna where the king, the big boss is associated in your horoscope. And from that point, you can see the 10th point is having this position and Magha is here and Kritika is here. So from this Lagna, if you see the 7th and 8th, so there is an instability in marriage and also the sustenance of marriage has become question mark and also the karma, the career or karma, whatever you can say, the 10th house, it's not so good because it is having Ketu over here. So you can see the problems in one instance just by picking up the one area called as the zero in the horoscope. So the zero has come in this house, and also the planets has put a zero here and also a zero here. So, and it also put a zero over here also, correct? Yes. So you can see the moon, which is the spouse, has in trouble because from this house it is in trouble. This is the 7th from the uh, big boss house because if you treat the big boss as Lagna, then the 7th becomes moon, and that is the place where Kritika Nakshatra is associated. So it is not a good place because Kritika is called a scissors or a blade or a sharp instrument. Always try to break up the things which is not good enough for marriages. And Sun is not a good planet for marriage in terms of relationship. And this is the place where the Sun exalts. So there is a lot of ego. Nobody is going to compromise and etc. etc. So this is not good. And if you see, uh, this house is a house of 8th from this position. And this is again not good for sustenance of the marriage. And here, this is affecting the karma of the person also. This is 10th house from the uh, boss lagna. So that is how the big boss have to be analyzed in horoscope. So let us go through some of the questions today asked by some of the people. And the first one has come from Sangeeta. So how are you, Sangeeta? So today you have asked the question, June 29, 1997, Bangalore, and morning, early morning, 12:05 a.m. So you have asked the questions like that. Mhm. One moment, I will just put this across. So, a.m. Okay. So then what will happen? Yeah. So I don't know, Sangeeta, you have to verify your this thing because still when you are having this 12:05 a.m. etc. and you have given me 29/6/1997. If so, your moon should be in Revati Nakshatra, and you can see the Saturn who is also associated, and your moon is the big boss. And when you're having moon as a big boss, then we are seeing if that is a correct, then we have to see. Mhm. One moment. Where is it? Okay. Okay. So if this is correct, Sankita, then as per this, I'm getting the chart as uh, June 29, 1997, 12:05 a.m. Bangalore. So your chart becomes Pisces ascendant. And from this Lagna, you are having natural fifth house as Venus. So Venus is promoting a lot of love. That is why you are trying to engage into these love and other areas. But whether it is possible or not to be decided by Ashwini and Rohini, and we have to check up whether these particular people are not putting up a zero. That is very important. So Kritika Nakshatra and Rohini are both in the your second and the third house respectively, and in this house there is marriage hall, the spouse, and also the sustenance of marriage. So this is not very good as far as marriage is concerned. So if you are going to love and get get that person himself married, then there will be a question of getting the sustenance from the marriage because these two areas are going to be zero. So whether you are capable to handle the zero, you have to check up and find out for yourself. And we want to see who is sun, and sun is your father, and he is already become zero and in the fourth house. So fourth house is also the house of mother. So there will be no support from your father and mother in case you are going forward with it. And that is maybe that could be one of the reasons why you are thinking it. I don't know. And the Ketu is in the 12th. So it also signifies marriage partner. So the marriage partner is giving a zero. It's not a good indication. And uh, you have to think twice before taking up a decision because moon is your king, and from the king there is second and the third is vulnerably afflicted, and the 12th, which is Ketu located, and the fourth and the seventh lord is associated with sun in the fourth house. So these are all is not a good indication, and so that shows that there is a trouble. And in your chart, there is Mars in the seventh is also not good for as far as marriage is concerned. And your Aruda Lagna is Mars I mean Scorpio, and the Aruda Lagna Lord Mars is situated in the 7th. So you have a terrific obstacles. So if you have to rectify the obstacles for marriage, then you have to approach me for suitable remedies, because your horoscope, we can see that there is obstacle on the marriage, because the marriage obstacle, the marriage lord itself become an obstacle, and that obstacle is associated with relationship, and that relationship is associated in the air sign. So this is not good for as far as marriage is concerned. So in case you need a lot of remedies, then you can approach me accordingly, and I can able to try my level best to do something on you. And the spouse is Rahu, which is placed in the 6th, which is also not showing a good decision as far as marriage is concerned, because he is situated in the 6th house, which is the house of celibacy, or the person who is not associated with the partner, which is not so good as far as spouse is concerned. So you need to take a call whether it is a right decision, because either way, your marriage point of view, the horoscope is weak. So you have to think twice before taking up such crucial decisions. Because your 7th lord, I mean the main important person, 12th lord, is itself is in the 1st house. Saturn is not indicating something good. It is actually completely in a troublemaker. And Saturn in the 1st house is called as Maranakaraka, which means it's not good as far as marriage is concerned, being opposed by 7th house Mars, again a Maranakaraka. It's not good. So this gives some kind of trouble, and also the problems related to marriage later. So you have to think twice before taking up such major decision in terms of marriage, because this chart is not a healthy chart for marriage. Okay. So I'm just seeing the Rashi chart itself to get you some insights. Then after that, it is your decision. Okay. Then we are going to see another question which has come from Jivita. She has given that she's having problems with health issues. So let us see her chart. So for health issues, today is the focus area is health and the career. So at least I got one chart which is for health. So whenever health is concerned, the first thing what you have to notice is the aspects of the planets in the 2nd house. In this case, you have Rahu, who is a natural Badak for the movable sign Aries in the 2nd house, is not good for health at all. And overall, the Saturn, who is actually making a Rashi Drishti to the 2nd house, showing that the problems could come from the legs, because Saturn for the Aries is represented by legs, and the legs will have problems like this associated with some kind of diseases. And you born on a Tuesday, I think. Let me check. Yeah, it is Tuesday, and this is placed in the 5th house, but it is not good enough still, because it is associated with the 2nd lord, and you have the natural 5th house lord in the 6th house with the 6th house lord Mercury, shows that is not good enough at all. And the moon, who is your king, the boss, is situated in the Scorpio in a debilitated position with the Jupiter and Ketu, who is the 8th lord also. It's not at all good. So it shows a natural problem. You have a disease. So you have to, what you have to do to reduce it is to give alms to the Brahmins. That is the first step you have to do. And that too, some of the recommended things as a donation for them. So that is the best remedy as far as the well-being is concerned for this Jyeshta Nakshatra for Chandra. And if you want to know what is that, and you want to get some insights about it, kindly reach me for getting the remedies out. And for me to reach me out, my email ID is guruastro20@gmail.com. You can ask for the health remedies, because this chart is completely not good for as far as health is concerned, because in the 8th house you have Jupiter, you have Moon, you have Ketu. It's not at all good. So Moon itself and himself is debilitated in the Scorpio. It shows that is troublemaker for this, and the 2nd house is aspected by Rashi Drishti by Saturn, shows there will be problems which will be coming from legs. And I believe you must be suffering from arthritis, and since there are a lot of planets in the 8th house, it is not going to be that easy to cure, for which you have to take a remedy course through Jyeshta Nakshatra. And for that, the first thing you have to do is to donate to Brahmins. And for that, you have to take some articles for donation. For that, you need the support and guidance from our side to donate what to the Brahmins to get some relief from this issue, which is cropping up for health issues. I hope that is clear. And your ascendant is Lagna is Mesha Lagna, and your moon nakshatra is Jyeshta as per the given information. If anything is wrong, let me know. Jivita. And the third chart which has come to me is Darvesh Kumar. Darvesh Kumar, your chart is having 28 November 1999, 7:15 a.m. Madurai. The chart has started with a Scorpio ascendant, and used to say normally that Scorpio ascendant is not a good ascendant to start with, and you have that ascendant in the Lagna. And at the age of 20, you are just running 21, and this time this particular sun becomes so krura. This is not a good sign as far as this thing is concerned. And the sun is also the marriage hall planet as well as the spouse indicator. And having that in Lagna at this age, why are you thinking about marriage at so early? I don't know, but this is not a good indication as far as the starting point is concerned. And the second thing in your case is you are born in Shashti, and the Venus is debilitated in an air sign, in earth sign. That's fine, but this is also your big boss. So whenever I have already informed that whenever there is Venus as big boss, there will be always problems which are related to the relationships. And the physical relationship and the mental relationship with your partner, that is girlfriend, is very important. So whether it could be a girlfriend or a wife, it is very important. So most of the time you will be having that kind of instances from the friendships or the social circle or the networking, or from the social groups like Facebook and other things where you are trying to meet your partner, or else she will come through your workplace. But whenever she is coming, you have to control your pleasures, because the Venus is not so good and is actually having the opposition from the image point of view. So your relationship, whenever you enter or think about it, your image is becoming totally opposite to that. So which is not good as far as this is concerned. And I believe that you also need good opportunity for job. So my priority would be that your image is closely connected with this. First and foremost, you have to find out a suitable job for you to settle down. So 21 is not a good age for thinking about marriage. And this year, especially for the person who is having sun in Lagna, is not good at this age to think about marriage, because this is not an ideal point. And let us think about your Venus, and the Venus is in Virgo. So your the planet which is associated for one moment, who is this? It is the planet for him. Okay, one moment. I am just checking what is this planet for you. Okay. Okay. So the Jupiter is your Dara, your spouse, and he's actually in the zero. And he has taken up the position of sixth house of celibacy, and he's also taking up the role of Aruda Lagna Lord. So all these things are not good indications as far as relationship is concerned. And you also can be falling in love. So that is why I'm again repeating that do not engage in the love and affairs, because this is not the right time for you to engage in this activity. And if you try to engage, you will lose your purity in relationships. So the moment you lose your purity in relationships, then later on there will be problems associated for raising your image, because image is important for every human being to be in the society. So if you are having your image and reputation spoiled at this age of 21, 22, then it will be very difficult for you to cope up with this image later. So take up the steps very carefully, because do not fall in love. And this is not the right time for you to be on the love, because as per the chart, this particular chart is not for good enough for getting happiness, and fourth and fifth is blocked and Jupiter is blocked. So the spouse itself is in the zero, and the fourth house and fifth house is in the zero position. So the concentration, or there will be trouble for education. There will be trouble for getting intelligence. So concentrate on those areas. And also raising your public image will be a tough issue, because this is a zero there, which is not good for raising your public image. And the Venus is directly opposing. It's not good enough. So do not fall into the relationships, and do not fall in love affairs, because 21, 22, your sun position in this chart indicates that these are all the areas where it will provide you weakness. So you have a lot of weakness in your chart, especially for the opposite sex, like girls and girlfriends. You have a lot of weakness. So you have to overcome the weakness by self-control. Venus is best for doing self-control, for the people who do self-control. So Venus is, you have to associate the Venus for something better in terms of bhakti towards God, rather than going towards madly with females. Do not do that, because Venus as boss in the chart always give troubles in terms of relationships and love matters. So I have repeatedly said that even in the earlier videos. So do not continue in case you wish to. Okay, so don't worry about marriage at this juncture. Marriage will be when we will see that later. It is too early for you to predict marriage, but my concern is do not fall in the love affairs, because your chart is having probability and vulnerability for you to enter into it. Okay, thank you. So I hope this session was good today, and you have learned about zero and big boss in the chart, and also how to predict that by using this as a prediction tool for predicting the horoscope. Thank you very much. If you are not subscriber yet, kindly subscribe and ask questions, because the alternative days of Tamil and English is kept for people who are not Tamilians and who wish to watch our channel. And if you want to learn anything about astrology, ask questions related to your chart in Hindi or English, because I can speak about 7-8 languages. So you can ask your questions accordingly, and I can able to reply you. And for that, you need to be a subscriber. So don't fail to subscribe our channel, and share this with your friends and relatives, and continue to watch this channel. Thank you very much once again.